have our own internal training team, very heavily focused on encouraging all of our team members to continue to grow. Part of that is participating in communities. And when we work with products like Salesforce and Heroku, who have such a deep community, it's great that our team is able to answer their questions and meet their peers, all over the world to help solve those challenges. Hi, I'm Julia Barrett. I'm General Manager at Oktana. Oktana is a custom software development agency. We focus really heavily on Salesforce products across the range of products, including MuleSoft and Heroku. We're based in Latin America. We have over 300 nearshore resources, and that's really what inspired the company, building jobs in communities that need them. And we see Salesforce and all of its technologies as a really amazing place to build careers. And so we've invested heavily in doing that with our team. We're really adept at working with customers to figure out easy, no-code, low-code solutions. But there are always opportunities where we want to work on something a little bit more flexible, or that needs to scale, something that is much, much more developer-friendly. And that's where Heroku comes into play for us. So we work heavily with Heroku, in addition to working with AWS, Google Cloud, and other platforms, but Heroku is really our primary focus, simply because it's so easy to work with for our team and when we pass it off to customers. We work with such a wide variety of customers that they have very, very diverse levels of technical expertise or even access to development teams on their side. And so for us, meeting customers where they are is really important. And for those customers who do want to dig into a more technical stack or do have development resources even on their side to take over, Heroku is a great solution, simply because it enables our team to build something really flexible and amazing and pass it off to a team that we're confident can continue to maintain it after we're done. As a Salesforce Summit partner, we're very heavily focused on the Salesforce Partner Program and taking advantage of a lot of the enablement there to grow our practice and to enable our customers even more. With the launch of the Heroku Expert Area, we're really excited about having access to even more enablement materials, specifically focused on Heroku, which is something that we work so heavily with. One of my favorite use cases for Heroku has always been helping to manage big data and also building apps that scale. Like, these are two things that we see. These are never going to go away. With the increased focus on AI and data management, these are becoming even more important. So we look at Heroku as a solution for helping, almost like a middleware in some cases, where if you're working with big data, it's a place where you can organize that data and still have access to it before you move it into Salesforce, where it's very organized. We also build a lot of apps on Heroku that need to scale. So if you think of e-commerce, for example, that's a very seasonal industry, and there are often moments that you need to scale up and then scale back down, and Heroku puts that ability into the hands of the developer. So at Oktana, we value that, again, for our own developers' lives and our customers. We've been working on Agentforce implementations since its launch, and I think what we're seeing more and more of are customers wanting to think more creatively with how can they use an agent? What sort of services can AI provide to them? And across Salesforce, we have a lot of different options there. We are Einstein experts and, again, work really heavily with Agentforce. But when you look at something like Heroku, that just opens up an even wider world where people can really be creative with utilizing a wide variety of AI tools.